Hey, yo. Hey, I'm right here in the alley. Be on point right there on the corner right there. What's going on? This Fastmoney Ant come WalkAMile with me on For Sure Mag. When I was growing up, I was like at my OG crib. I ain't really grow up with my pops in the crib and stuff like that. Like my pops would come around every so often, you get what I'm saying? But I had father figures though, like my granddad, my great granddad, my uncles, you get what I'm saying? But like growing up, it wasn't no like father in the crib. But I used to always be at my auntie house and stuff too. When I was growing up, I was the only child until around like 2010. To like 2010, but my auntie always had kids. She had my little cousin Pudaman, he passed away. My cousin Tay, my cousin Kanila, and my other cousin Keys, he just passed away too. But we all was always growing up around it. That's the first location we just went to, the 66 Paulina, 66 Marsfield area. That's my hood, you know what I'm saying? Now we been over there for as long as I can remember. But shit, growing up in both of those environments, it was always good, you know what I'm saying? It's like kids, you know what I'm saying? Like everything will always be straight, like when you got other people around your age to grow up with, you get what I'm saying, and be able to be kids with and be, you get what I'm saying, whether y'all somewhere playing basketball or somewhere throwing rocks or getting in fights or whatever the case may be, you know. But that's how I was growing up when I was younger. This my we right here on Marsfield, Englewood. We on Marsfield, Paulina. That's where I grew up at, like, feel me, with my cousin. And bro, we right here in my auntie shit. I've been here, what, how long y'all been living here?
19 years.
They been living here 19 years, so bro, I ain't gonna lie. This was like, I went to my first elementary school, grammar school around here, Luke 02. Bro, I was 5, 6 years old outside right here. I remember when we was little, we used to walk to abandoned cribs and throw fireworks up in them bitches and watch the homeless motherfuckers run out of the crackheads and shit. From just fun shit, you feel me? Or like motherfuckers would just be walking through this bitch just doing shit. I remember a nigga named Kemp used to stay across the street. Kemp, Charles, Shooter brother and shit. And we used to play basketball in the alley, softball in the yard, out there in the yard, bro. The fat nigga Susu, bro, that bitch used to be fun on gang. And then shit, even just walking to school, that shit was fun. We used to march from right here all the way to O2. My cousin went to Harper on Funham, so we'd shoot like that bro. But other than that, hey, and this our cat right here. Come here. Yeah, I am. That's the cat that be in C murder shit. Come here. That motherfucker ugly too. But now though, bro, shit. Feel me? Just having fun doing kid shit. And then as we got older, of course, other shit got, other shit got more streetwise, But kid shit, regular little shit, just being, I wouldn't even call it bad. Just doing shit. You get what I'm saying? Just doing anything. I ain't gonna lie, I went to a lot of different schools because me and my OG moved around a lot, like different cribs we stayed. I remember when I was little, we used to stay somewhere on King Drive, I forgot. And then we stayed on 87 in Paulina. Then we stayed right off 85th and Ashland. Shit, then we stayed on 121st. Then we stayed on 111th. Shit, we just kept on moving around. So I went to a lot of grammar schools, but when I was younger, I was always at my auntie house. So I went to O2 with her kids. I went there from first to I think a little bit of 5th grade. Then after Luke 02, I went to Anthony Overton. The rest of my 5th grade, yeah. Then they said that Anthony Overton was closing. That's right there on, like right off state. I think like 51st or 49th or something like that, like right off state. But I went there. Then they was closing. That school Herb just bought. Shout out Herb. He just bought that school. But I went there the rest of 5th grade year. Then I went to Foster Park my 6th grade year and a little bit of 7th grade year. And then after that, I went to John Whistler my 8th grade year. And then I graduated from there my 8th grade year. 7th and 8th grade year. And then after that, I went to Perspectives on 35th and Wabash for my whole high school. Shout out Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis played for our school too, bro. But yeah, I went there, and yeah, I went to a lot of grammar schools. All right, right now we at Luco too. This was my first ever elementary school I ever went to, bro. I think I went to this bitch from first to half of 5th grade. Bro, a lot of the guys went here too. This bitch used to be busting. I'm talking about, but this was when Mr. Pruitt was the principal, bro. Shout out Miss Tyson, Miss S. Berry, the other Miss Berry. Them was my teachers. I love the fuck out them, man. I love this school like a motherfucker. I'm from Miss Crocker, the white. I ain't gonna lie. And shout out damn the gym teacher. The gym teacher was that nigga too. I fucked with all of them, bro. But I love the fuck out this school. Phone of Mr. Cook, RP, and he, bro. But yeah, I love the fuck out this school, man. Bro, this shit bring back a lot of good memories. I ain't gonna lie, blood, I really don't remember the first what I was learning in school. I just remember having fun. Like, I remember it was a big ass fight one day in the, this was before they had the park out there. Now it's a park out here, but when I first was coming here, it wasn't no motherfucking park. It was a big ass fight. Motherfuckers got their head like kicked like a motherfucking football. I'm young as hell seeing that shit. That shit crazy as hell. Bro. But that was one of the shit we used to have. It used to be like a little football, little team and shit, like for the youth. I used to be on that bitch on game. But yeah, I love the fuck out this school, man. I love the fuck out this school. In school, I was just a regular, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, school was more fun when I was going with my cousins. That I can't remember, like when I was going to school with them first to a little bit of 5th grade. School was always fun because like walking back from school with them, walking back to my auntie crib or something like that. But once I got on my own, like once I went to Anthony Overton and got on my own, it was kind of like, all right, boom. I just went to seeing people that I grew up with every day to like now, like having to find friends and stuff like that. Because we had moved on 49th and Calumet, or like 50th and Calumet, right on the train. We had moved right there. And it was like, then I wasn't even there for a whole year, but I guess it was cool. That's when I first started getting into sports. My 5th grade year, I started getting into sports. I remember that for sure. I had wanted to play football and basketball, but I don't think they had a football team. If they did, I probably wasn't old enough. But I ended up getting on the basketball team. I think I was probably weak as hell too, because before that, I really wasn't really touching no basketball, except for like going to the park. But in school, like learning like handles and calls and shit like that, like double dribble and shit like that. I ain't know none of that until 5th grade. Then, 6th grade, yeah, it was again like new. Like, all right, we just moved. The area wasn't new because we stayed on 87 and Paulina like my whole damn near whole childhood life. But that school was new to Foster Park. And when I went there, I think that's when I first started getting into girls for real, bro. Like, you know, when you a kid, you feel me, you like girls, but you ain't really, you want to play, you feel me? I told you, we was throwing rocks and shit at crackheads and shit like that when I was, you know what I'm saying? But around 6th grade, that's when I first started, like wanted to kiss on girls and shit like that. Shit like that, bro. Touch on them, shit like that. I'm from 6th grade. Yeah, I think my 6th grade. Yeah, I probably had like 6 girlfriends. No bullshit, and they was all friends with each other. So yeah, I'm really that nigga for real. But 7th and 8th grade, yeah, it was cool or whatever. That's when I started like making some money and shit like that, like having some money from heroes and shooting dice. You get what I'm saying? So that was like my like cocky era. Like, I started feeling like I was that nigga for real around 7th and 8th grade, yeah, because I was damn near shitting on niggas on phone them. Even niggas older than me, I'd go to work, get $200 off that, then shoot dice and get eight now, you get what I'm saying? So now I'm walking in that bitch, pockets swole, they looking like, who is this little boy just transferred here? I'm that nigga on the game. And then high school is when I, like, freshman year, I had wanted to play basketball, and I remember I made the team, the freshman team, but we didn't have no games though, because I think they had just started the freshman team. I had made the freshman team my freshman year, and we ain't play no games except for like it's 4 different perspectives, and it's like we all play each other like this one day. I forget like what it's called, but that's the only game we played. And after that, I ain't never played on no basketball team ever, cause I ain't really like how the coach was. Shout out McConnell though, me and him cool now, but at first he was talking to me a little crazy. Not even just talking to me crazy, the team crazy. And I ain't grow up with no pops. You get what I'm saying? So I ain't really like no nigga like talking to me like I was his son or something. You know? So he was talking, and I'm, bro, who you talking to? I ain't. He was like, you can leave the gym. Like I was gonna be scared to leave the gym or something. I left about that bitch. I ain't. But me and him cool now. I still be talking to bro, and bro, I fuck with McConnell. But he the assistant principal over there at Perspectives now. Shout out McConnell. I got real love for him, because even though we had that incident, he was still like a male in my life, especially those 4 years of high school, that I was like, I bet I can mold myself to his character. You get what I'm saying? So shout out McConnell. I fuck with bro a lot. But yeah, after my freshman year, that's when my hoop dreams, that shit went away. Then shit, I just started like shit, really just wanted to make some money, because I knew I wasn't gonna want to go to college. You get what I'm saying? Like I was never really like I get good grades and shit like that because it's easy to do your work. You get what I'm saying? But I wasn't really like a raise my hand, answer questions type of person and shit like that. I was more so like I probably, if I ain't sleep, I'll probably pay attention. You feel me? Do the work, or I'll always sit next to the smart people. I never really sat with my friends in school, especially high school. I never really sat with my friends. I always sat by the smartest motherfucker, so I can shout out. I think that boy name was Dion on the phone. Dion and Jonathan, I don't know where y'all at. They probably went to Harvard or something. These 2 niggas was smart as shit. I sat by them in every class. No bullshit. I'm going to sleep, waking up. Damn, hold on, let me see your. Then I'm cool with them. You get what I'm saying? See, like, I ain't gonna lie. That was another way I was able to get through high school like real smoothly, because I wasn't like a person that people didn't like. You get what I'm saying? Like I feel like everybody fucked with me because I wasn't like I'm not gonna treat him like a, what y'all call like a nerd, because you get what I'm saying? He cool. Sometimes the smart motherfuckers be cool. They low key be funny on phone. Especially when they be talking about the little bitches they be fucking with up in them. Damn, on what? Shorty, okay, you get what I'm saying? So I fuck with them, bro. Then that's when like street shit started happening in high school and shit like that too. You feel me? But we was always outside, like I say around when I got like 12, 13, we was out, but I wasn't like doing shit. You get what I'm saying? Like I was more so like probably shooting dice or something like that. But I don't call that like gang banging. You get what I'm saying? Like I just call that shit you around. You get what I'm saying? You in your environment, you around. Selling lean and shit like that, you around, you know? I call like gang banging like when you first start, like, you get what I'm saying? So that was like when I turned 16, 17. When I turned 16, 17, that's when that shit started happening. Bro. Then high school was just high school shit. I ain't really, I had other shit on my mind, you know? But I still was like going, you know what I'm saying? I probably go like later or something like that. But I was still, and there was a nigga at my high school who did work for $1. So my grades was always cool. It was really my attendance and shit like that. Cause I catch the bus and the train to school. Sometimes I come late, and after a certain time they make it an absence, or if I don't come at all, they make it an absence, shit like that. So that's why I wasn't able to go on my prom and shit like that. My attendance was real bad, bro, because they ended up putting me on a contract, on the attendance contract. I ended up fucking that up too. So I wasn't able to do like a lot of shit to where I can really experience like the high school like luncheon is 8th grade. I don't know what the shit like trip. I don't know what it is, like senior trip, whatever the fuck it is, or like prom, or I wasn't able to do none of that shit. But I went to prom my sophomore year. Bro, I went to prom. Somebody asked me to go to prom with them, but other than that, I ain't really get to do. And that's what, I ain't gonna lie. When I got out of high school, when you get out of high school, like and school's still going on, that's what make you miss school the most and make you be like, damn, I wish I would have did this, or damn, I wish I would have. I still to this day still wish I would have went to college and like at least seen how it was. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I'm making money now. You get what I'm saying? But I still be like, damn, I just want to experience it, especially like when you on social media and shit, and you seeing motherfuckers like have the little parties or shit like that. You get what I'm saying? I always wanted to be like, damn, what would have happened if I would have did this instead and filled out for some colleges and went and actually went. I still be. So to the youth that's watching this, man, don't be scared to like try certain. You get what I'm saying? Even if you feel like it's not for you, you never know until you do it. Cause I still to this day wish I would have paid more attention in school. I still to this day wish I would have did sports in school. I still to this day wish I would have went to college, shit, at least for a semester or whatever the case may be, and seeing what it looked like or whatever the case may be. But yeah. All right, right now we right here on 51st and Damon. I ain't gonna lie, when my great granddad owned a lot of Harold's Chicken, shit like that. You feel me? He owned a whole bunch of Harold's and shit. All the ones on Ashland, this one, and he owned a couple more. But then he passed away when I was like 14. Bro, but this was my first job. Everybody in my family, Harold's was our first ever job. I was working right here when I was 12 years old, 12, 13. Now, it's a taco place now, you feel me? But it used to be a Harold's Chicken. We finna go up in this bitch to get some tacos though, bro. Hey, and I ain't gonna lie, this bitch bigger than what it used to be. Cause this bitch was not like this. On game, this bitch wasn't like this. This bitch, you see they got seats, all type of shit in here. I guess we was fucked up. I guess we was fucked up. What's going on? That's cool. But nah, this bitch wasn't nothing like this. Like, I remember when I was working here, this whole thing was blocked off a wall. Bro, a big ass wall. Now that's seats, all type of shit. You feel me? They ain't this bitch doing it. Oh, bro. What, boy? Watch this. Hey, watch this. Look at my español. Watch this. Look. Let me get 3 asada tacos.
What's your name?
Con say it again?
Your name?
Ant, my bad. Ant. She threw me off. I had it in my head already. You feel me?
You say 3 asada, right?
Look, let me get 3 asada tacos con leche. Well, no, that's wrong. That's milk. Queso, and cilantro, and papas fritas. See, and I did good. See, I really be doing this shit. You feel me? Shout out to all my Latina ladies. If you need me, come holler at me. You feel me?
I have 3 steak tacos, cheese and cilantro, and lettuce. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all.
And the French.
No lettuce. Cilantro. Yeah, just in case. Yeah.
You're gonna have your food?
I do the side of rice.
The side of rice?
Before I do that, how's your cheeseburger? How y'all cheeseburgers?
The cheeseburgers,
I'm saying like the
See, nigga, anytime you try to take a nigga out the hood, they want to order a fucking cheeseburger, bro. This is a. Listen to him. Listen to him.
You want the novel or the regular? The cheese?
Cheeseburger. You see him? Cheese fucking burger, bro.
I'm gonna get the same thing. Like
You take a nigga to a steakhouse, he gon' damn. Hey, y'all got some chicken tenders?
damn, man. Kick your ass.
Oh my bad, I'm funny. We don't play about these, folks. We don't play about we don't play about them. My bad, man.
We have a biscuit special brew, right?
What's y'all shoes in Detroit?
Shit. What you mean?
Like y'all, ones. What y'all call them though? Lowe's ones.
I used to be in Detroit, man. Crackheads, white laws.
Y'all call them crackheads? I'm from them all white. I get it.
I used to be in Detroit.
I ain't gonna lie, we call them Fazos, ones, shit, Lowe's, white Lowe's.
We call them white laws.
But I know in New York they be saying ups and shit. Ups and
Uptown, yeah,
I don't get
crazy.
that, for I be thinking the ups is the high top ones. So, bro, you get what I'm saying? That would make sense in my head. Ups and all type of shit.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all, boy? All this escalon and
Hey, yeah, and free Scooty, man. Free my right hand. Look, free Lil Thug. This a real member right here. Shoot on, bro. Do your homework. You get what I'm saying? Put that bitch on my, you feel me? But nah, free my Ace of Spade, man. Free Scooty on, bro. And long live my boy Keef, on, bro. That's my shawty. Long live my shawty, on, bro. We just, well, my broski funeral was just yesterday, man. Long live my shawty. Oh, bro, I know that's not what this about, bro. We supposed to be, but that nigga right there holds a lot of my special memories. You get what I'm saying? It'd be wrong to do it without him. You get what I'm saying? Bro, so long live my shawty, bro. And today my little cousin's birthday. I know it's not gonna come out on today, but today my little cousin's birthday, Poodle man. Long live my little cousin. I'm from me up top resting. I'm just sitting here thinking this shit, my bad, buddy. This shit crazy as hell, cause I remember when I was working here, none of this shit was right. Tell you remember that shit? My cousin, we used to work here with me, bro. This bitch was way small, like they really done did some real work in this motherfucker, bro. I remember this used to be like it was a pop machine right here, and that was about it, bro. This bitch used to be nothing but wall on phone them. They got bathrooms in this bitch, all type of shit. You see that shit? That shit crazy. What? Hey, look. Funny shit, right? On my life. Yeah, I can tell it, bro. I was fucking with this girl. This was when I was like 13 or 14 on phone them. I was fucking with this girl. She came up here. Hey, auntie, if you hearing this, I'm sorry. Look, my auntie, she used to manage this bitch, the Heroes and shit, because I told you my great granddad used to own them all, you know what I'm saying? And he had put all my aunties and shit as the managers. And up in her office, I had this girl come. I cracked her in the office on my dead. Look what I'm talking about. I'm in that bitch. She looking scared and shit. Stop tweaking though. Stop tweaking though, bro. That shit was. I cracked her in the office. I'm tape. I'm tape, boy. Hey, do me a favor. Take any order that come through. He wild. He see the girl come in. You crazy. Bro, that's when we was young and hot, bro. Then you know I worked at Hero, so all the ladies they like me on phone. I'm 12, 13 with sack in my pocket. You get what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to have no job till you 16. You get what I'm saying? I'm 12, 13 with 3, 4, 5. You get what I'm saying? 6, 700. You get what I'm saying? I tell a bitch, come up here, man. You come get some chicken on phone, free chicken.
chicken to everybody.
Wait, the block, we tell the block come get some chicken for the bitches. The bitches, you know, bitches love chicken. You know what I'm saying? I tell a hoe, pull up, man. I got some chicken for you. I got a free meal for you and your homegirls. Pull up, they'll pull up 3, 4 deep, all bitches. We had them come to the back, cracking shit in my auntie office on phone now. Sorry, auntie. He told me to do it. I'm coming. Your son told me to do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, TT. Sorry, TT. He told me to do it. I'm sorry. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. My great granddad, like I said, he used to own damn near all the Heroes. Now I don't know exactly how he met Hero because I was young. You get what I'm saying? And they've been doing this since for years on years, way before I was born. But I know for a fact. Thank you. This steak taco.
The tacos are in the back.
I know for a fact. He had the one on 91st and Ashland, 87 in Ashland. No, not 87 in Ashland, 83rd in Ashland, 87 in Sangamon, 56 in Ashland, 63rd in Ashland. Bro, this one 51st in Damon. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, my great granddad put us all in a position where we all can make money. You get what I'm saying? Like, and keep it in a fam. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's really like the respect I have, cause I ain't really I mean, I knew my granddad because he died when I was like 14, 13, but I didn't like, my great granddad, I didn't like sit and talk to him that much. You get what I'm saying? Because our family big, you know? But that's, if anything I take from him is how he was able to put his family in a position to like really like make some of themselves or make some money or not have to go fill out no application and say, I had my first job when I was 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking in and out my mama's house with my own, she ain't paying my phone bill, buying me clothes or nothing. I got my own money, you know, at 12. And grammar school, 7th grade, you know what I'm saying? 7, 8 freshman year, you know what I'm saying? So if anything I take from him, I ain't gonna lie, that's one thing that I like want to model myself to be able to put my family and my friends in a position where they can win, you get what I'm saying, from us and keep it in. Bro, I really respect that from that man, bro. That bitch sound like it do it, don't it, bro? Bob, you get on camera? It don't matter, he gonna get on camera. Look, this my main man, Squappo, right? The man with the plan. He just told me, I mean, no, he ain't tell me. Yo, man's from Detroit just told me he took y'all to fucking out west, I mean, not out west, on 150 whatever the fuck to eat some Italian beefs, bro. First off, you don't get no fucking Italian beef from 150 whatever the fuck. What the fuck, bro?
I didn't take him there. We was in cowboy hood.
Man, you don't eat no fuck. Look, listen, Brody. You get on camera?
Yeah, I'm good.
Look, Italian beefs, you come to the rack. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not no fucking 168th. They don't make no fucking Italian beef gang. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to go through that, bro. I'm sorry. And now he got a bad outlook on Chicago and shit, bro.
Don't get it dipped or extra dipped or some shit like
now look, you supposed to get it dipped. Look, you supposed to get melted cheese. You feel me? This man's melted cheese, hot peppers, dip. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now if you in the rack like South Side, I'm from out south, so I don't really know about West and shit like that. But if you out south, you can get that bitch from damn near any gas station. That bitch gon' hit. Gas station, Portillo's.
I'm gonna try it again, bro.
Anything, yes. Not on 180. I'm gonna take you, Brody. I'm gonna take. Hey, he bogus. That guy Guap.
I'm gonna try that bitch again.
The reason why I started like, cause you gotta think about it. All right, cool. All right, boom. All right. Like I said, I was always in that area. You gotta think about it. Like, from my auntie been staying there. I don't know, but as far as I can remember, since I was 5. You get what I'm saying? And my cousin may say something different, but he older than me. He like 4, 5 years older than me. You get what I'm saying? But from what I can remember, my auntie been staying on 66 Paulina since I was 5 years old. So just from being in that area, I'm going to get associated with whatever going on in there, especially if I'm taking pictures with them, shooting dice with them, selling lean, or whatever the case may be. And this was before I started, like, doing shit with them. You get what I'm saying? Like, I knew everybody already. Of course, you're going to know somebody, especially if you've been in that area that long, and especially if your people's in that shit too. But it really just happened. Like, it's just, we wasn't gang banging that young. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna fake the front. A lot of niggas be lying. A lot of people, they be lying. They be saying like they've been in the streets since 12 and 13 when really they just been shooting dice, or really they just been standing on the porch or something like that. That's what we've been doing. 12, 13, shit, 11, first grade, what you 6, 7? I've been on Paulina since I was 5 years old. You get what I'm saying? Outside, running the streets of Englewood. But that don't mean I was doing shit. You get what I'm saying? That don't mean I was game. Even if I had a BB gun shooting at that motherfucker, that don't mean I'm game, man. You get what I'm saying? 16, 17 was when it was like, all right, cool. It was time to like, all right, boom, you taking pictures with these niggas? The motherfucker gonna associate you with this shit. So, shit, you all in these pictures, you claiming a block, you doing a lot of all this other, you gotta put on for it now. Like, you really gotta, you know? And shit, it just fell suit. Especially when I ended up getting into like some first real shit. That was like what really made me. I had gotten into like some real shit. Like some real shit. And it made me like, all right, fuck it, it's time. Bro, I ain't gonna say what happened, but when I was like 16, I got into like some real, like fuck a fight. I got into like some real shit. You get what I'm saying? I think it was like over some dice or some shit like that. I got into like some real shit. And then it was like, all right, bet. Now I got it. It's time to do it. Whatever it is, it's time to do it. Bro. As far as violence in Chicago, I mean, I feel like it's so much violence because everybody with it. You get what I'm saying? Like I can't even blame one person for it because this shit go way before our time. This shit go. Al Capone and them was in Chicago doing whatever they was doing. You get what I'm saying? Like this way before us. So I can't even really say we started it. You get what I'm saying? Or we made it work. I mean, what probably made it worse was probably them like the structure leaving. Like, you feel me? Like generals and creators of gangs and shit like that, or like them tearing down projects or shit like that. So like when one gang was in this area and another and now it's gone, so now everybody dispersed and blah blah. That probably what made it worse. Then when they started coming out with all these new like switches and shit like that, you get what I'm saying, and now kids think that gangster shit cool. Like they don't even want to be nothing in school no more, nothing like that. They want to go outside and steal cars and ride around with switches and shit. So I'd say that's probably as bad as it was. But as far as like regular violence, I can't really say because this shit been going on for a long time. You know what I'm saying? My granddaddy was in this shit. You know, but I don't know. I can't really say what it's rooted from either. You feel me? Sometimes people lose some people in their life, and it might have hit home like, damn, you just took a big piece from me. Now I gotta take a big piece from you. You get what I'm saying? And I can't really speak on what the youth should do in a situation like that, cause I'd be a hypocrite. You get what I'm saying? I can't sit and be like, man, don't put the guns down. I mean, not don't put I can't sit and say put the guns down or don't do this or don't do that if I'm still doing it. You get what I'm saying? But what I can say is sometimes I be wishing I did other stuff, and that's what I can encourage the youth to do. Like man, go out and try this shit, especially if you like girls, man. Girl. It's hella girls in college, man. I'm so mad that instead of going to college, I went on the block and sat around niggas on them shooting dice and shit. Like I could have been in college and been around females every day. I'm talking about every day, seeing a new female. I probably could have hit a new female every day. Bro. The whole school year just hitting bitches. I'm phone them introducing myself. Hell no, I ain't hit nobody on this campus yet. Hit her. I'm phone them. Meet another girl. Hell, you get what I'm saying? Like that sound bad, but I'm just saying, like, youth, this is shit that you can be doing. You get what I'm saying? And it's fun as hell. These college football games and all type of shit. Like, it's hella shit that I wish I would have did instead. But as far as like violence wise, I can't really sit and tell a motherfucker like, all right, don't do this. What I can tell somebody is like, it come with a lot. You get what I'm saying? So you don't want to get in this if you're not built for this. You get what I'm saying? Cause it take 1 second. You can be in a car with a nigga. He do something you don't even know he did it. Y'all get pulled over. Now it's over with. Especially if he not a real nigga. He don't want to take his lick. On phone him, he get booked where there's a pipe in there. He don't want to take the pipe. Then he end up getting linked to a B. You in the car with him. Now they associating you with it. You get what I'm saying? Now your whole life fucked up. I know niggas who went to jail, still in jail to this day for B's that they ain't even wasn't a part of. But they was with the nigga, you get what I'm saying? And that's just from being, that's being in this shit. So I can tell you that it's shit that come with this shit that you might not be ready for. You get what I'm saying? Niggas get in them rooms and start telling. Niggas get in them rooms and start crying and man, you get what I'm saying? Sometimes you're not built for this shit. So if you know you're not built for this shit, or if you know you're not ready to come through with whatever this, I lost a lot of gas in this shit, gang. Like, a lot of gas, you get what I'm saying? And I can't even be sad about it because this what come with this shit. You get what I'm saying? But if you know you're not ready for that type of lifestyle, then do whatever you do. You get I'm doing music now. You feel me? Like, music gonna be our way up out of here. You feel me? So that's what I'm focused on right at this instant. Music is making me money that I ain't see outside. I used to sit outside and shoot dice from 8 p.m. to 6 o'clock in the morning trying to make $2,000-$3,000 on phone them, and now I get $2,000-$3,000 a feature. You get what I'm saying? Don't let nobody try. And that's just rap. It's motherfuckers who work for the city that get paid more than that. Working for the city, you get what I'm saying? So if you own money, females, there's always other shit that you can do. Don't let a motherfucker tell you, oh, you gotta pick up a gun. Oh, you gotta do this. You got them niggas lame. So again, I never sit and tell a motherfucker to do this. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'll just be your own man, be your own woman, be your own whatever, and do whatever you want to do. You get what I'm saying? You don't got to do something because you think it's cool for right now, or you see all these rappers. Half of these rappers that's rapping about this shit, they not even with this shit for real. They cousin probably is. And they been around their cousin their whole life, so they think they is. You get what I'm saying? They ain't never really, Like, man, it be the niggas who be saying they been outside since they was 11 years old. I don't know no nigga who was outside doing gangster shit at 11 years old except for Yummy. And Yummy died. And that was the little 11, 12, 13-year-old BD who died on phone them. So if you his age and you see what happened to him, and RP him, bro, but you get what I'm saying? Try something new with your life, bro. You don't got to do this shit because it look cool or blah, blah. You could be the motherfucker from the hood who go shoot basketballs. Now you in the NBA. You get what I mean? You can take everybody that from your neighborhood to a basketball game, and now they watching. You get what I'm saying? You don't gotta, bro. When I started rapping, RP my cousin, he just died like 2 weeks ago. He just died in this violent shit. But my cousin was the first motherfucker who ever took me to make any song. We went to his homie crib over east. I forgot his homie name, but we went to his homie crib. He had a studio in his closet. I went there, I made the song. I sounded like Lil Bibby on that motherfucker. Bro, but that's who I was listening to. I probably was like 15 years old. That was the first time I ever made a song. After that, I ain't make a song ever again until I turned like 18, 19. 18, 19, I started back making songs. And this is why I chose here for my last place. This studio was when I first started taking music serious. Not this studio exactly, because it's two sides. This side just opened up. But at first it was the B side across the hall. And this is why I first started taking music seriously. Yeah. And I like once I seen like I had it in this, like once people started reaching out to me and I dropped my first song, and I think my first song did like 70,000 views. You get what? And I ain't have Facebook or nothing. That was just people that fucked with me posting it and doing all that. And when I seen that, boom, I can really do this. Like motherfuckers gonna watch it. I'm like, I can take it serious. You get what I'm saying? Then I dropped my second song, third song. By my fourth song, I had signed the deal. My fourth song, I signed the distribution deal with Sony. Bro, and I'm 4 songs in. You get what I'm saying? I ain't even seen the real rap check yet, and I'm already in the deal and just got my first real rap check. You feel me? So that's why I started taking this like, all right, boom, this is something I could really do. Fast forward a couple months later, I ended up signing to Atlantic. A couple months later, at the end of the year, I seen my first 6-figure digit in my account. I'm like, damn, yeah, that's cool, bro. Like, and ever since then, I've been full force with this, bro. Like rap can really change somebody's life. I feel like a career period can change somebody's life, but for me, rap like can really change. Like I was saying, I was just outside every day to the morning. From night to morning trying to make $2,000-$3,000. You get what I'm saying? And with rap, it just happened quick. You get what I'm saying? I made $2,000-$3,000 in one studio session on one song in 30 minutes. Like, people that influenced me to rap, I ain't gonna lie. The people that influenced me when I was younger, when my mama had the Heroes right there on 63rd and Ashland. It used to be a Heroes right there in the cut. I don't know what it is now, but every night the movie man would come in. You feel me? I know if y'all from the rec, y'all familiar with the movie man, but if y'all not, that's the little bootleg dude. He'll come with a black book full of new movies and shit. And sometimes it would be CDs. And I remember this day because this was the first time I was like introduced to music. Like, of course, my mama would play like the dream and shit through the house and my cousin Donnell Jones, he was singing and shit like that. But my own introduction, my mama bought a Lil Wayne CD from the Movie Man, and this particular CD had all his videos on it from I think it started off with damn, what was the first video on there? It was the one, it was the Hot Boys. I forgot the name of the song though. But that was the first video on there. Then after that, it transitioned from there all the way to Stun Like My Daddy, all the way to like all his music videos to probably around 20 until like 2011, something like that. Bro. No, I'm lying. This probably like 2007. So all his music videos from then to 2007. And then ever since then, I started like really, really liking music. So that was one of my first influences, Lil Wayne. Then my mama seen how much I loved the Lil Wayne CD, and when the Movie Man came not the next night, but a couple nights later, she bought the Streets Is Watching CD from the Jay-Z movie, and that was my second introduction to music, because I was just watching it and I liked it how like the songs that come in between the scenes and shit like that. So that was another one of my influences, Jay-Z. Even though I'm not in the age where Jay-Z was rapping, my mama bought that CD, and that's what made me like really like, damn, bro, I like rap raw, bro. So Lil Wayne, Jay-Z. Then I ended up watching Get Rich or Die Trying. I ended up seeing Get Rich or Die Trying, and when I found out that it was like he really got shot that many times, that's when you start doing your own research on YouTube and shit like that. You start looking up music and shit like that. I'm like, damn, 50 gangster as hell, bro. So that was one of my third influences. Like, damn, basically all my influences came from me like watching a movie or like seeing some shit like, damn, like damn, this raw as fuck. Especially like when you start hearing about people's stories and shit like that, like, oh, he was really in New York, like, doing this shit, or he was really, it's like, oh, damn, all right. But then, later on, he ended up being a businessman, you get what I'm saying? Right now, 50 Cent, damn, he rich off TV, he rich off fucking Gatorade or Powerade or whatever the fuck that, he ain't gotta make no song ever. He got the #1 TV show in the world, right? You get what I'm saying? So that's something to look up to, like business wise on phone. Like that's like a real influence of mine, 50, bro. Then as far as like music, like as I am today, I've been paying attention to T-Pain a lot. Cause even though I don't make music like T-Pain got a lot of hits. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of hits that you ain't really know he had, even with songwriting and shit like that. But folks got a lot of hits. And I want to be able to make as many hits as him, like folks has. Back in the day, I remember when I was growing up, it wasn't a song you didn't have T-Pain on. T-Pain or Lil Wayne. It wasn't no song that was always on the radio that you didn't have T-Pain or Lil Wayne on. And when I was growing, I'm like, damn, if I was going to rap, that's the type of motherfucker I want to be, like the people who always getting played. Bro. And then, so I want to do a fifth. I said Wayne, Jay-Z, 50, T-Pain. And shit, I say Keef. Keef, I'm from him. Keef from the streets, from here. And he made it to where he at. And you won't hear a lot of rappers saying that he one of their favorites or he a motherfucker that they look up to. You know what I'm saying? Like, folks ass from a neighborhood that a lot of motherfuckers don't make it out of. You get what I'm saying? When he was able to blow up and start a whole wave for us, for Chicago. You get what I'm saying? For motherfuckers to look at us and be like, oh, damn. You get what, like a lot of motherfuckers built their careers off people like Keef and Reese and shit, even JoJo and them. You get what I'm saying? The nigga DJ Academics built his whole career off reporting on us. You get what I'm saying? And Chief Keef was a big thing in that whole come about the whole drill music scene. So for sure, Keef one of my influences for sure, no doubt. I feel like Chicago drill had a major influence on every city. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of motherfuckers will say Atlanta startup, but that was trap. I don't see trap and drill in the same category. Like trap was Waka Flocka, Gucci Mane, them OJ the Juice Man. You get what I'm saying? Shit like that. They was rapping about trapping, trap houses, shit like that. You get what I'm saying? But us, 2010, 2009, 2008, Pac-Man, them fucking Keef, JoJo, Reese, all them. They was rapping about shit, smoking motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like even though that is what it is, you get what I'm saying, it helped start a lot of violence in Chicago today. But I feel like the music made people like Nas New York drill, and Nas UK drill, and Nas, you get what I'm saying, like motherfuckers who look on YouTube and watch the fucking videos DJ Academics post about us and shit like that and be like, oh damn, they blah, and now they want to go copy it or blah blah. You get what I'm saying? And how I feel on all that YouTube shit, like motherfuckers making careers off us, like motherfuckers real lives on. I don't know, me personally. I mean, of course, it's a big like. Now Academics got like an interview and you can go in there and get yourself out there and blah blah. But I really wasn't fucking with it because you got motherfuckers who see what's going on in Iraq and like laughing about it and like coming up with nicknames and shit for people, and these people is really down here, like in real life, and you somewhere sitting in San Francisco or LA or fucking Fort what the fuck, but you documenting our lives and laughing or this Chirac Wolverine or this the Chirac Grim Reaper, or you get what I mean? There's motherfuckers who I don't know, I wasn't really fucking with them. You making a name for it and you getting paid off this shit and you ain't writing no check to us. You get what I'm saying? Well, not to us because I wasn't around. I wasn't rapping back then. But shit, to us, to the rack, you ain't writing no check to us. But you just made your whole career off us. You get what I'm saying? But you ain't trying to get these motherfuckers a place to speak they truth or they side of the story. You get what I'm saying? Or bring a motherfucker on your platform and blah blah and do this and do that to be like, man, nah, that ain't all it was too. We grew up and blah blah and we trying to rap now, but you ain't give us a chance to do no shit like that. You speaking on deaths and shootouts and shit like that, shit that we really go through and making 10, 20, 30, 40, hundreds of $1,000s on it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's lame. Then shit, just reporting on us, period. I feel like not, and I ain't even talking about Academics now, because there's a lot of motherfuckers who do that. You get what I'm saying? And there's motherfuckers who not even in Chicago. They watching from Instagram posts and shit like that. And I feel like y'all doing the police job. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm on YouTube. They got me on a couple YouTube videos talking about violence and shit that I'm in and trying to piece it to crazy shit that don't even make sense to me, honestly. They got me on most savage interviews. That bitch got damn near 400,000 views. That bitch just came out a month ago. They got shootouts of like just weird. And I feel like y'all doing the police work. You get what I'm saying? Let the police be the police. Let you be a civilian. You can watch and listen and be a fan. You get what I'm saying? Be a fan of us. And being a fan, I'm a fan of fucking Lil Wayne. That don't mean I'm fanned out over it. Like, it's not a bad thing to be a fan. You could watch and be a fan of us. You don't gotta sit and make a 30-minute vlog on shit that's really going on. Cause all the police gonna do is go watch that and take us to jail. And now you saying, and now I can see it now, motherfucker, well shit, y'all did it. They wouldn't have known it if you ain't pieced together the information. Niggas is be regular people putting times of deaths, locations of deaths, motherfucking beefs, search, watching other YouTube videos and putting knowledge from them up in their videos and shit. Motherfuckers be regular civilians doing detective work and putting that shit on YouTube. And that shit be so lame to me. I hate that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I see a video with me in it and a motherfucker reporting on some shit from my neighborhood or some shit that supposedly involve me or supposedly involve, I report every last one of them. I report the video, I report your page, I report all that shit. Cause that's lame, gang. Y'all be regular civilians. Getting motherfuckers locked up. I hate that shit. Oh, I hate that shit. Before I got signed and was like, and had the money that and shit like that, and the exposure and shit that I got now, I used to think the industry was like real corrupt, cause I used to watch like behind the musics and shit like that, and motherfuckers talk about like, man, my label cheated me out of this money, or now I'm broke and blah blah, and I used to be like, damn, that's how they doing them. You get what I'm saying? When really, it don't even be that. Niggas just be spending all they sack. Niggas be spending all their advance and then get mad at the label when the label gave you the money in the first place and you was supposed to do the right shit with it, but because you from nothing and you ain't never had that money before, you splurge and you going to go buy 3 watches and shit. You got 2 wrists. What the fuck you buy 3 watches for? And that's your first check. For the boy, the motherfuckers to go get chains and shit like that. Like 30 of them bitches, you know what I'm saying? Now they broke. I'm mad at they label and feel like it's they label fault, when really the whole point of an advance is to give you some money so you could be well off until your music start hitting and catching and able to make. It take a lot for a song to make a lot of money. You get what I'm saying? I get hundreds of thousands of views every song I drop. That don't mean I'm seeing hundreds of thousands of dollars off that one song. Like, for you to make some real money off a song, you gotta get plays like 10 million of them motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying? You gotta get millions of views and shit like that, you know? And motherfuckers think like, oh, then I just signed the deal, boy. They just gave me 100 or 200 or 300, boy. I can splurge this and make some money off the music. But then get mad when the music not making no money, because it take more than just that. You get what I'm saying? And that's why when you rap, you supposed to make sure you always like, motherfuckers like always able to like want to hear you, because then that's what you get paid off shows, features, shit like that. You get what I'm saying? So shit, as far as music, like label wise, the labels, I've been cool with it, because I know what I was getting it. I mean, at first I had a bad look at it, but once I got in it, I'm like, man, these people just blessed me up. From them, they just gave me 6 figures. I mean, it's up to me what I do with it. They ain't spending the money for me. Okay, and that was just in my pocket. They gave me 6 figures. My deal, a damn near $1 million deal. You get what I'm saying? For recording and flights and shit like that. Features, even though I ain't paid for no features, but like they blessed me up on game until my music started. So shit, I ain't one of them niggas to sit and be like, man, fuck the label, man. Label ain't. I ain't one of them niggas on game. I ain't had that problem yet, bro. But as far as the industry wise, I feel like a message to the youth: don't think that these niggas your friends. You get what I'm saying? Cause you'll feel like a motherfucker will greet you with open arms like your favorite rapper. That's why they say don't meet your heroes. Because your favorite rapper will greet you with open arms, blah blah, cause they see your talent, and you'll be thinking in your head like, damn man, this nigga really fuck with me, bro. Like, blah blah. When really he looking at you with a big ass dollar sign on your head. He trying to put you in some paperwork. And he don't get it. At the end of the day, it's business. You get what I'm saying? Message to the youth. At the end of the day, it's business, bro. Don't take nothing with a grain of salt. Don't take nothing like, damn, I thought you fucked with me. Or you trying to. Don't take it like none of that. Nothing's personal in this industry. It's always business. Bro, don't think because you've been listening to this nigga since you was 10 years old or blah blah, he gonna do right by it. That nigga don't get no fuck about it. He got a family to feed at the end of the day. So he trying to make some money. He trying to catch on to the next new wave. You get what I'm saying? His first is going to start off with a motherfucker buttering you up. You get what I'm saying? But then that's when the real going to come in. And when the real come in, don't look at it like, man, you bogus as hell, blah, blah. Don't look at it like that. Because this not a motherfucker you grew up with. This not he don't owe you nothing. He don't owe you no loyalty. He don't owe you no, and I'm talking about these rappers. They don't owe you shit. They got their own friends and family. You just met this nigga 2 weeks ago, calling this man brother and telling him you love him and shit. You get what I'm saying? Oh, just because you listened to him when you was 12, 13 years, that shit don't mean nothing, blood. That shit all business at the end of the day. That's what I learned up in this shit. So that's why I'm able to tell y'all. I'm not gonna tell y'all none that I ain't go through personally. You feel me? But I felt I was in that same position like, damn, man, these fool ass niggas, this fool ass industry. You get what I'm saying? But now I look at it like, shit, they trying to make some money, I am too. So shit, you get what I'm saying? You don't gotta take that shit with a grain of salt. That shit, that's little shit. The message I get to myself is don't try to put yourself onto every like what I mean by that. I mean like what you see in yourself and how you think a motherfucker's supposed to be. People ain't gonna be like that. Just because you carry yourself like that and you feel like you the man that everybody else need to be and shape their way into, a motherfucker gonna have their own different perception on life. You get what I'm saying? So you can't get mad at a motherfucker for being something that you thought they was gonna be. Because everybody not gonna be who you is. You get what I'm saying? I'm a real nigga. But what I think is real might not be what everybody think is real. Or what the shit that I go by in life, the next motherfucker might go by something way opposite. And it's probably because of what they've been through. You get what I'm saying? So another message I give my younger self, I tell my younger self to probably try the school shit out. Only cause, like I said, I knew I wasn't like no school, like work and all that. I knew I wasn't that type of guy. But as far as experience, you get what I'm saying? Cause I'm older now. I ain't that old. I'm young, but I'm not at the age where I can be a 18-year-old in college no more. You get what I'm saying? I can't be a teenager moving on my own in college. And I feel like I just always just wanted to experience how that lifestyle would be. So that's another message I give myself, like try the school stuff out, bro. Then another message I give myself is like pick your crowd wisely. Like a lot of people say stay to yourself and blah blah. You can do that, but I feel like it get lonely. You get what I'm saying? And that crowd don't even mean 10 motherfuckers with you. It could be 1, 2 of your people. Bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'll say pick your crowd. Well, I had a lot of people that I had to move out my circle for them to better my success and to make sure I don't have to look over my shoulder or to make sure I'm able to put money right here and leave out and it's still gonna be right there or whatever the case may be. And sometimes people will still switch up and still, you get what I'm saying? But right now I'm not in a position where I gotta watch my circle. You get what I'm saying? But always still watch your circle. But back then I was like some shit was happening where I'm like, damn, I gotta switch up the niggas I'm around. So that'd be another message to myself that I probably wouldn't have made me go through that. Like pay attention to everybody. Like watch out for if a motherfucker give you one funny feeling, don't be like, oh, he just having a bad day. Cause sometimes that bad day will tell you a lot about a person. And I didn't used to think like that. I just used to think like, oh, folks off a perk. He's saying he supposed to be alright tomorrow. When really sometimes that perk talk is a motherfucker real how they really feel. And I feel like if I was like how I am today, I wouldn't have had to go through all that shit. I would have been able to see it like, oh yeah, I can't be around you no more. You know? So yeah, them 3 messages I give my younger self. With Muslim and Islamic religion and stuff like that. I'm not gonna cuss with this one. I feel like a lot of people are turning over to Islam. A lot of people do it like when they go to jail and stuff like that too, because in jail you have nothing to do but read and work out and soak the phone up and stuff like that. But in jail you have nothing to do but read and work out. And sometimes you sit in jail and think about all the times where like, dang, I wish I would never did this, or I wish I would never did that, blah blah. And they let you they let you go to church in jail, and they let you read the Quran or the Bible or whatever the case, you get what I'm saying. And I feel like a lot of people, when they get out, they turn because they was able to like really sit. Because especially if you in places that's on 23-hour lockdown, you get what I'm saying, and And all you can do is read. You know what I'm saying? So now you reading stuff that you never seen in life. Like I mean, of course, church was always, but for some people, they grew up gang banging their whole life, and they wasn't able to do that certain stuff. You get what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons I feel like a lot of people are converting to Islam and being Muslim and stuff like that. Another reason is because with so much stuff going on in the world, you want to be able to try to find God. You get what I'm saying? And I will never tell a person like, I be Muslim or Christian or Baptist or blah, blah, because they all different stories, but it's all the same God at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? And like when I was growing up, when I was younger, my grandmother had me at a Baptist church. You get what I'm saying? From when I was little to, I say probably around like, how old are you when you 10? What grade are you in? 5th? When I was little to like 10, 11, I was going to Baptist church. Bro, almost every Sunday. I'm not gonna say every Sunday, but almost every Sunday. And then when I was able to like read on my own and stuff like that, and when I was able to read the Bible, to me, myself, I feel like the Bible was like, and this is really, really a lot of religion books, a lot of religious books. I feel like, and I don't want to offend anybody when I say this, but I feel like the Bible is just a book full of different made up stories, but with a meaning to each story. You get what I'm saying? So like the Three Little Pigs or the Little Red Riding Hood or something like that. Like it's a story, but at the end of every story, it's a meaning or a message. So you get what I'm saying? So I feel like the Bible is about, because I don't think it was a man going around making a blind person see, or people just had lions living in their basements and throwing people that you get like. I don't see that. You get what I'm saying? I don't think that's how it really went. People just walk into a big water and just making it part because God just made it part. Like I don't see that actually happening. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, each story got a message. Even like in the Bible, they got the Cain and Abel story. Like each story got got a certain message, and I feel like that's all the Bible is. So, and that's not a bad thing because the world revolves. You get what I'm saying? And whoever wrote the Bible, they've been through a lot of stuff to be able to put all these messages in. And because the world revolves and everybody is going to face the same problems at a certain point, I feel like that's what make a lot of people like really want to believe in the Bible, because they can be going through something, and the message, they can read the Bible and be like, damn, that's what I really needed to hear. Same thing with the Quran. You could be reading it and be like, dang, that's what I really needed to hear. I really needed that. And that make your strength and faith even stronger, because now you really feel like, all right, God made me read this part today. Like he wanted me to hear this. He knew what I was going through. He wanted me to hear this right there and there. You get what I'm saying? But as far as me, I always wanted to be like my granddad when I was growing up. Now, I can't really speak on a lot of stuff that he did, but I can say there's a gang in Chicago that practice Muslim beliefs. And if you from Chicago, you already know what I'm saying, but they practice Muslim beliefs and stuff like that. And growing up, seeing my granddad, I always wanted to be exactly like him. So this is where I kind of got it from. Like I wanted to be like him so much, I stopped eating pork when I was 12 years. I just stopped eating pork. I told my mama, ain't no pork on my food. I won't eat a lick of. I didn't even know why. I just knew he never ate pork. So I'm like, yeah, I am pork out, bro. But then the more that I started learning about him and what he was doing outside of blah, blah, it helped me move to like learning about that organization and then learning about what they practice and stuff like that. And that's what the Muslim stuff. You get what I'm saying? That's where that type of stuff comes from. I was saying I really like what Herb is doing with the PTSD movement, and I feel like a lot of us don't go seek help with the trauma stuff and stuff like that because a lot of us is accustomed to it, and we feel like that's what we supposed to, like that's just what's normal. You get what I'm saying? And it's not normal. It's not normal for a 13-year-old to see his friend die right next to him, or it's not normal for you to lose your best friend at a very young age, 13, 14, 15. It's not normal for that. You get what I'm saying? Now you feel like every day you got to leave out the house with a gun on you or some gloves on you or a mask on you. These white people don't feel like that when they got to leave out the house. You get what I'm saying? We don't even think about leaving out the house with money on us when we younger. We think about, I mean, I got to have my gun on me. You get what I'm saying? And like, I feel like that's trauma itself. And that's PTSD because that's stuff that you shouldn't like have to grow up thinking, especially as a teenager. You get what I'm saying? You're supposed to be having fun. You're supposed to be being a kid. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like growing up and seeing what we seeing and stuff like that, I feel like that a lot of people who really been in it and who really going through it, they should go seek like help and get mental like like be able to talk about it with somebody or be able, it's never bad to like not talk about crimes. Bro, it's bad to talk about crimes. It's not bad to talk about stuff that you're going through. You get what I'm saying? And be able to clear out your mental. You get what I'm saying? To help you have a healthier mental on certain stuff and stuff like that. But I feel like that's one of the reasons why we feel like we don't gotta do that. Or we feel like, oh, I don't want to go talk to no shrink. This shit regular, but it's not regular. You get what I'm saying? I was just talking about Yummy earlier. There's no reason why that 13, 12-year-old boy should have died from gun violence. There's no reason why he should be gang banging anyways. You get what I'm saying? But because we've been going through this for so long, and blah, blah, we in this and blah, blah, we feel like it's regular, but really it's not. So I like that Herb is like bringing more awareness with the stuff that we going through and telling people like, man, it's okay to go vent, or it's okay to, that's another reason why I like rapping, because I'm able to vent. Like I'm able to speak on stuff without having to speak on crimes and stuff. I'm able to speak on how death made me feel or blah, blah, and be able to hear it to myself and be like, all right, I just made everything that I went through that I was really going through stuff when I went through it. I just made it a better thing. I just made it a good sounding song. Or you get what I'm saying? So yeah, I fuck with the whole being able to really clear out your mental and really like speak on what you've been going through. I fuck with that whole movement.
For Show Magazine. Exclusive.